y'all, how's everyone doing? Well, I have to tell you, hold on. Whoops, hold on. There, now I can see me. I have to see me in order to make sure that I'm delivering properly to you. How's everybody doing? I've missed y'all. I've talked to a couple of people about how much I do miss YouTube. I know I have not been around as much as I should have. I've seen a couple other YouTubers that are just struggling. I know Cherie McGinnis had talked about how she didn't know how much longer she was going to be on, y'all. And she would let us know if she ever wasn't going to be. Flood her channel with how much you love her. I love her so much. I'll link her below. She's so great. But, I mean, I don't want to pressure her if she's just done. It's a lot of pressure to record sometimes when you're busy with other things, especially if they're health issues, or also just uploading for some people, depending on where they live, and also my glasses are going to reflect. Sorry, I'll take these off. Velvet, come here. Come here. Come here. Velvet wants to say hi. You can come here, but you have to come all the way here. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. So Velvet's getting older. She's 14 and a half. Can y'all believe that? And she's in diapers. She's in little doggy diapers. But she's such a good little chap about it. Little girl about it. She's not a chap. She's a little chick. And she never complains. Like, she doesn't act like it's a big deal when I have to change her diaper every day when we go out and do pee-pees. I love her so much, y'all. It scares me. Her and Brie. Oh my gosh, y'all help me. Just pray. You don't need to worry about anything. She's like, worry about what? Okay, so anyway, so I wanted to encourage those on YouTube, like me, where it is not a full-time job. Some people, it's a full-time job and they move to LA, or they're in London, or whatever, and it's their full-time job. They are bombarded with brands, and they get all the stuff that brands send. And sometimes it looks like to me, when they get all that, when they have whole rooms of stuff being sent to them, it looks a little overwhelming for them. But also, recording is one thing, and then also editing. Really good videos are well edited. I am not that person. Y'all getting a straight shot. This is not edited, as you might tell. But anyway, so that's what I can do. I do not have, just so y'all know, for every 30 minutes of time that you record right here on your camera, which I do need a new camera and a new tripod. So, but I enjoy YouTube, so I'm willing to make the investment. But for every 30 minutes that you record, there's probably 3 hours of editing. Yeah. Okay. Just appreciate that for a moment. Okay, but I do have some things. I wanted to share them. So I thought I would do that right now. I got a new perfume. So at work, I had to go and do an event at a local place. It's called Trilith. And they have a new hotel called Trilith Guest House. And so I went there to set up rooms for all the people on my team. I'm an administrator, by the way, for a company. And so I went there to set all that up for them. And when I did, I saw a couple of things in their gift shop. And Juliet Has a Gun. It's a terrible name, isn't it? Ode to Dullness. It's this perfume. Y'all, it's sharp. So do y'all remember things like Jimenez? Or, no, I'm going way back there, right? Oh my gosh, that smells so good, though. It could pass for unisex in that you could use this for a male or a female just because it's so sharp. I feel it's more feminine, but I could see this on my husband. I mean, it's sharp enough that it could be on him. So anyway, again, it's called Juliet Has a Gun, and they have different ones, and this particular one is called Ode to Dullness, and I fell in love with it. There's some other ones, one strawberry-ish. I mean, they had like 6 or 7 of them, and of all of them, there were some really fresh ones and fruity ones, but this one kind of reminded me of when I was a teenager, early 20s, and I chose sharper smells and fragrances to wear, and I don't know, I don't do that anymore, and so I kind of liked that, just for a change. Also, if my hair looks lighter, it's not because I colored it. It's because I failed to color it. It is, y'all, it's getting so gray. It's like white gray. So I put in my usual, y'all know I've talked to you about the hair powder for, you know, the where you part your hair. And then in between a little bit, just to, so it doesn't look so bad. And it's so thin is what I mean by that. And, but I mean, if I don't, it's like white. Like my hair is white, y'all. I'm 64. My husband just turned 65. We're old. We just did a gig at a local, how do you word it? I want to say old people's facility, but it's not a facility. I mean, it's a living place here in my city, but it's super fancy. Like, it's $1,200 a week, and I'm like, who can live like that? I feel like it's a bit of a taking advantage of them, because I don't know that they have that much medical care options, but they have a lot of other things. Like, you can make hair salon appointments on site. You can make, they have little golf carts they can go travel Peachtree City with. They have a library. They have a little English pub. They have, I mean, literally, it has little green leather club chairs. It's the cutest place. And when you walk in, it's like an alpine resort. It is so nice. I mean, but it ought to be for that kind of money. And they also do entertainment. So me and Lance went and sang some 70s and 80s songs, and they had the best time. They were dancing. They had their cocktails. They had their wine out and stuff like that. I was like, these people are just having a great time, and they're in their late 70s. It was encouraging that, you know, they haven't stopped living. They're having fun. And I was the fun for the evening, so I had a really great time. Anyway, what are some other things I've got to show y'all? Probably 2 videos. Y'all know, because I don't edit, it'll probably be part 1 and part 2. But, what is this? A bill is included. Y'all want to help pay my bills? I'm just kidding. Okay, so I got 2 things I wanted to tell y'all about. And I'm a Christian. I never apologize for that on this channel. I do have another channel called Beth Buchanan Pure Bible. And that's devotionals and, you know, just whatever. I remember Pammy, let me give you a shout out, a good friend of mine here on YouTube. She had told me quit pressuring yourself, because last year I had done Walk Through the Bible. As y'all know, I failed because I started out in Genesis, and I don't even remember if I got to Exodus, but I just couldn't keep up. And I thought, you know, that's the whole problem of all of us, right? But it was more when you're trying to teach, you really need to do your research and stuff like that to make sure that you are, I don't know what the pressure is to lead or to coach or I don't know what. And I got behind it and I just gave. And then also my job is intense right now, and it's requiring a lot of time, and I don't have any extra time. I work all day. I don't have time to even start dinner for my sweet husband, who works all day, and he gets home, he's exhausted. He takes a shower, and if I have something to eat, he eats. Otherwise, he's exhausted. He goes to bed. It's like, bless your heart. So I try to have something ready by 5, but I work to 5. So it's usually 5:30, 6:30, 7 o'clock before I have dinner done, and I'm exhausted. He's exhausted. Then I got to do dishes and laundry, and it's like, I'm not complaining, right? I'm just saying, sometimes it's too much to add YouTube in. And I love this relationship with you. I love this. So it's like, I've missed it. I hope y'all have missed it. Please comment below if you've missed me. Otherwise, I'm wondering, should I be doing this? I mean, maybe you don't. So, anyway. So that being said, I went to the bookstore and I got this. And it's called Know Your Bible, Devotions for Teens. And it's for boys. But y'all, one of the best things we can do as we get older is read these kind of things and see what is it that we're teaching our youth. And I thought, that's what I'm going to use when I do some devotionals. So that's one thing. The other thing, I got at a church I visited recently, and they had these out. It's called Stand Firm, God's Challenge for Today's Man. Again, for men. I'm so glad, though, because the women's almost becoming, the church is becoming almost too effeminate, and that the men are not as prevalent, and we need the men to lead. And so I saw this, and it's just a devotional. It's this was for the summer. And just some of the things in here, I thought, this is good stuff. So I'm going to use it. I'll be sure and note that, so I'm not copyright infringing. But anyway, so then I was looking at my skin. y'all, as you get older, it's hard. You get wrinkles. You get, your skin turns into, it does look like a orange peel. Your pores get bigger. And I don't want to use filler, because what happens is it's like a pothole. I've always told y'all this. If you use those kind of things and you fill in over it, it packs down in there, and it makes it, what happens with a pothole, when it makes it even wider and wider and wider. And so you're actually making your pores bigger and bigger and bigger when you use filler. So what do? I don't know. You know what? On YouTube, they tell you. And I don't know that they're right. But I'll tell you this. I do care about the medicine. The makeup that I use has more mineral base and less toxins and things like that in it. And luckily the industry is starting to change, because people are talking about that more. So I have looked into, and I should say invested in, a new brand for me. Y'all may be like, Beth has been around forever. I don't know. It's called Well People. And I got a lot of their products. A basket full. By the way, use baskets for different things. I got this basket off, I think, probably Amazon or Tubi. Is it Tubi? Temu. And some people said, don't use Temu because it's a Chinese, not propaganda, tracking tool. And that may be true, just like TikTok is definitely that. I stay off TikTok. I don't know if that's true about Temu or not, because, I mean, I have spent hundreds, I shouldn't say, on my grandbabies. And I can't help it. There's so many cute little clothes outfits with little bows for the hair and little matching purses and shoes and all that. And it's like $8. And it's like, you know, for their age, it doesn't matter. I used to give like $100 little smocking dress and all this. And it's like, for what? They're going to change that size so quickly. Once in a blue moon, having a piece like that is good, because it's an heirloom, if you will. It's something that will be passed on. So I do believe in it. But for the most part, I'm a TV girl. But anyway, so I was online. Honestly, it was probably from when I play games. I do a little word, like it's a crossword puzzle game that I do on my phone. Love it when I'm sitting there at the doctor's office or the dog's veterinary appointments, or just whenever